Good morning, traders. This is Perry Wilkie with StartupTrading.com. It is Tuesday, September 8th, 2020. It is 5:09. I'm going to make this a short video this morning. What I really like to do after a holiday is instead of getting, an itchy figure and wanting to just hit trade after trade and get back into it because I've missed trading for the last 3 days, I try to be extremely disciplined the first day back after a holiday. Let things shake out, especially when most of the rest of the world traded yesterday and we didn't. So there's some, things that have to shake out because of that. So I'm going to let those shake out. I think it'll be easier trading tomorrow, trading, excuse me. Like I said, I think it'll be easier trading tomorrow, trading against today's action tomorrow than it will be trading over what's happened since Sunday night in the futures today. So with that said, I'll be extremely picky. What I really think is going on here is we look back at the charts, right? This is our all-time high coming back in February. We kind of were stalling out there at the the middle of August, basically, and then we broke out, right? We had that little excess high up here. We'll come back. So all we've done so far is tested this high, but if you look, we skipped over some trading action in here that goes back until February 24th, and that is 33.0675. So I think the market really needs to test that level. So I'm waiting to see if we can get back down there or not. If we end up taking this low out, we don't have to test that level. It's just the oldest point on the profile that hasn't traded back through. The rest of these are all from March 23rd coming up. So as we look at that, and then we have basically 34.30 is the point of control that was from Friday's action, and that is still, almost 60 points above us now. So as we look at, 55 points above. So as we look at this range, we can just sit here and screw around today and really not do anything. So with that said, let's look at all the profiles. We have some poor structure above us that'll probably get repaired sooner. When I say sooner, relatively in the near future. I don't think we're going much below that 33.0675 anytime soon, and we might not, even get under that. So watching these distributions that I've got marked on these profiles for you, these are single prints is what we call them. Raceways is another name for them, but they're times where we only traded one 30-minute period on the charts. They can act as support and resistance on a first test going forward in time. And when you see the market starting to go through those, and you really want to pay attention to the edge of the top box, right, and the bottom of the lower box, and then each one of those in between can act as that support and resistance. But on a bullish tape, right, what's going to happen is we're going to start churning through these, and these resistance zones, which is what they are now, will turn into support zones. And if we are to remain bearish, right, we're going to be exactly opposite. We're not going to be able to get through these. So the bottoms of these boxes have been extremely resistant so far since we've had this little mini sell-off since the end of last week. So with this said, I do need to get going here so I can let Jack get on. I'm running a little late today, and I'm sure he has a lot to go over after being off for the week. So as we look, the ES sequence, right, nothing but bearish coming out of this high at 34.47. Bulls just keep getting their hopes reset. But remember, it should be a little bit of a two-sided tape today. I want to expect a one-way push down. And then the same thing for the NASDAQ, right? That 38.2 and the halfway back above us just for this session is 11.315 to 11.386 up there. And then as we look at the Russell, same thing. That 38.2 is going to be at 1531.20, and that halfway back is going to be at 1535.40. So looking at the aforementioned Russell, right? This is the area, this gold support resistance is what I've been waiting. The whole time we've been trading up here, I thought we needed to pull back down to here. We got down to this gold line. I thought maybe that had a potential to be it. We come back up, we hit this resistance, come back down. We had a nice response out of it, but now where this consolidation bottom was before, this 1551.10, that's turned into resistance. And I also want to watch this 1534.30 to see, what happens next time we get back up towards it as well. So 1486.30 on the bottom side is going to be where I think the real floor would come in. If we get below that level for the Russell, we're going to have some deeper retracements, I think, for everything. We'll go ahead and look at the Dow real quick. Same thing. This spot over here on the Dow, that's basically between 27,682 and 27,921. That's what we're flirting with right now, trying to figure out on this higher volume node if it's going to be support or resistance, right? So right now we're just trading in it. We're going to decide. We should pop out of this sometime today and at least get up to 28,041, and we'll see how that works out for the Dow at that point in time. Falling back below this 2780 or 682, right? That's going to lead potentially down to 27,462 on the downside. Looking at the NASDAQ real quick. Then we'll put a wrap on this. So the NASDAQ, right? If we look at the structure, we're basically back in time all the way through August 14th. So we've almost retraced a full 3 weeks here. So this isn't this was poor structure on the way up. We had a high that we really can't do anything with. We had pretty much a double top up there. You can see the M, right? So as we come back down, we're hitting here right at this 11,000, basically 144.5, and then we'll see if we get anything below there. But you can see all the congestion from the beginning of the first 2 weeks of August down here, right? So there should be lots of support down there. So don't think that we're I guess what I'm trying to say is there's odds favor that the NASDAQ has probably found a bottom in this area, and then I'm not going to get too concerned unless the NASDAQ gets below 10,940. Is that would be the next leg down under that. Otherwise, expect this area of the chart to act as support. So let's look back at all the indexes one more time, and we'll kind of put some thoughts on here. So this orange box basically represents the previous all-time high zone, and we'll see if it ends up being resistance, support, or trades back through. And then we got Friday's low down here right around S1. So again, we've got the Dow holding value area low, ES below, NASDAQ below, and the Russell holding value area low. So the two edge markets, these are the ones that they usually buy, right? They'll sell the NASDAQ to buy those two. So watch for that pattern, see if it's chop, or if we can get the other two indices, the Russell and the Dow, to go below value area low, we might get some action. Now I'll send out the overnight value areas here right after the bell rings, and we'll see if we have any more reads in the first hour. You guys have a